And I was even going through Twisties mental blocks. There was even a point where I actually considered, like, should I just stop? If I did not compete that year, that routine, I would not be here. This is nothing just but God. They were asking about the weather. They were just like, are you sure you want to perform? Is it too wet? Da-da-da. I said, oh, no, I'm doing it. Today is the day. I said, I don't care if it's cold, if it's raining. God said you need to do it today, even if it's in rain. So
that's powerful. You never quit. You don't back down to any challenge.
Yeah.
You're doing cartwheels in the shopping center, all the wrong places where your parents are like, you better stop.
I'm about to sit down.
Right? You kept doing it. But what made you say, like, all right, I'm a gymnast. Like, this is for me.
Once I was in gymnastics, I just automatically knew, like, this was just it. I wasn't looking into anything else.
Bold and Brilliant Life with Bianca Peart. Welcome to the Bold and Brilliant Life, where we speak with athletes and sports professionals about their journey. I'm your host, Bianca Peart, and today's guest is Kyrstin Johnson. Kyrstin Johnson is a trailblazing gymnast who continues to make history. She gained global recognition with over 20 million views on her floor routine featuring Kendrick Lamar's 5-time Grammy Award-winning record, They Not Like Us. She made history as the first gymnast to commit to Talladega College's gymnastics team, helping to pioneer one of the first HBCU women's gymnastics programs in the country. A 4-time All-American and National Vault champion, Kyrstin continues to redefine excellence on and off the mat as a role model, creator, author, and entrepreneur. Welcome to the Bold and Brilliant Life, Kyrstin Johnson.
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm so excited you're here with us. Your energy,
having me.
Yes, your energy is amazing. I see you're rocking the Gotham FC shirt.
I am. You know, I had to. Definitely made history, girl.
Tell us about the history.
I was the first gymnast ever to perform halftime for Gotham and just in the National Women's Soccer League. So huge opportunity. So grateful.
And it was an honor. I had the chance to watch it in person.
Yeah.
And you were phenomenal. Like,
thank you.
It was, I don't even know how to explain it. First of all, the weather conditions were crazy.
Yes, yes, it was.
Freezing rain, like
Yes.
freezing. My fingers were numb. You went out on that turf with your
did.
leotard.
I did.
Okay, in that freezing rain. And you performed and you ignited the crowd. Like, every time you did a trick or a flip, everyone was like, whoa, what? Like, it was so electric. How did it feel to perform in that type of environment?
It was so great because I just knew that I was bringing a sport into another sport. I knew no one else has just done that. And it's crazy because I always thought, I wonder what gymnastics would be like outside. So I think it was crazy that I was actually able to have the opportunity. But I remember I was so nervous at first. I remember just when I was in my suite, I was just writing things like on my wrist or in between my fingers that I could look at before stepping out into the field. I was even like rehearsing in the room. And I remember even when I was outside, I was stretching, trying to move to keep myself warm because it was so cold.
Yeah.
Even like for the torch lighting earlier that day, my hands were literally frozen. And
Yes.
it was actually raining really hard. But luckily, when it was time for me to perform, it wasn't raining as hard. It was still like a light rain. But once I was out on that field, it was it. I knew it was game time. I locked in and I was just having fun at that point. And I could literally feel the energy from the crowd and it made it even extra special. So definitely when I did some flips, I heard like literally upside down midair. I was like, I heard like, oh my God. I was like, oh, this is so crazy. There was cameras everywhere. It was so cool. It was like an out of body experience.
And it felt like an out-of-body experience watching you in that moment. Like, it was just incredible. And I want to talk about your mindset going in because I was there front row watching you. And what I noticed with athletes, when you try to like get their attention, they block out the noise.
Oh, we locked in. Yeah.
You were doing your little pregame workout, mental piece. What were the words that you were writing in your on your hands as a reminder?
On my wrist, I always say, "You're that girl." To my finger, "You're good." On my other finger, I say, what is it? Oh, "Do your job." So the same things I write on my wrist and between my fingers, I acted like if this was like another competition. Like, because even during competitions, when you step on the floor, it's still a stage.
Yeah.
You're going to rock that stage. So I kind of just carried the same things that I did like throughout the season onto the field. just trying to stay in the zone, stay in that headspace, whether it was listening to music. I was listening to the baby,
Yes, that's
Lotto, anything I could get myself hyped. I was like, this is game time. This is you. This is your moment. This is what God had planned for you. And I was just trying to take in everything as much as I could.
I'm still soaking it all in, so I can only imagine how you feel about it. And speaking of that, like I have tattoos on my fingers, so maybe you should consider like
I was
tatting
actually thinking about that the day before. I was just like, because okay, so this past season I actually had a hard time, definitely just with anxiety and like depression. Actually being on meds, a lot of people didn't know. And I was even going through Twisties mental blocks, and I literally had to do certain things to get me through. And it was a challenge. There was even a point where I actually considered, like, should I just stop, like in the middle of the season? Should I go home and like regroup? And luckily, because of my support system, I kept them close. I kept what they said close, which obviously, because I wrote it on my wrist. And RH7 Sports, like Roderick specifically, he told me, you're that girl. So I wrote that on my wrist. And even when I told him about that, he was like, man, you're about to get me emotional. I was like, no. I was like, you and my family really had kept me, through. I was just, you can't always do everything on your own. And that moment was just like very, very special. So I was just like, if I did not compete that year, that routine, I would not be here.
Yeah.
This is nothing just but God. And I just keep saying to myself, like, the little girls out there, you go through something, don't let anybody take nothing away from you, ever. Don't you feed into that negativity. Don't do it. Because things like that, God will repay you in the most biggest ways possible. And that definitely showed me that yesterday. Because I literally had to keep this in for like a couple months. And I was just like, oh my gosh, is this really going to happen? Is this really going to happen? And so yesterday came, and I was just like,
yes,
it's time.
Performing on that soccer field.
Yeah. They were asking about the weather. They were just like, are you sure you want to perform? Is it too wet? Da-da-da. I said, oh, no, I'm doing it. Today is the day. I said, you're going to have obstacles. I'm going to have to get through these obstacles. I don't care if it's cold, if it's raining. I was just like, even if we reschedule it, what if it's bad weather on that day? I'm just like, today is today. God said you need to do it today, even if it's in rain. So
that's powerful. You never quit. You don't back down to any challenge. And you started gymnastics, well, relatively at a late start, but there's levels to it. You were doing cartwheels when you were 2 years old. You were doing cartwheels in the shopping center, all the wrong places where your parents were like, you better stop.
You better sit down.
Right? Yes. But you kept doing it. And then at like around the age 7, you got into, competing in gymnastics. And then 10 is like really where things really took off. But you were advised, your cousin did gymnastics, and they advised your parents, like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Right. Don't do it. It's too much money. It's going to take over your life, which it did. But what made you say, like, all right, I'm a gymnast. Like, this is for me.
I think it was more of like my parents, because they knew that they couldn't avoid it any longer. It was just certain things that I would do and certain things that would happen to where they were just like, all right, no, this is her passion. We can't listen to those outside voices anymore. And once I was in gymnastics, I just automatically knew, like, this was just it. I wasn't looking into anything else. I will say, before they put me in gymnastics, which I think it's just really cool how I was able to perform on a soccer field, I was actually interested in soccer before gymnastics. So my parents, of course, they put me into ballet when I was, 4? Probably lying. Very young age. Then it was cheerleading. But in between that time, I believe my brother was actually playing soccer, and I saw him doing it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to play soccer. Da-da-da. But of course, they put me in gymnastics. And I was just like, oh. But now I'm also performing on a soccer field. So I said, I still get to, the
Full
best of both worlds. And I still get to bring another sport into soccer. So it was just a flood of just emotions. And plus, I was able to do it on, was it HBCU?
It was Girls Day.
Yes.
It was Women in Sports Day.
It was Women in Sports Day.
Yes.
I know yesterday it was HBCU Gymnastics Day.
Ooh.
So I was just like, oh. So I was also able to make history on HBCU Gymnastics Day. Plus, I'm a HBCU alum. So I was just like, that's a very, very proud moment for me. So it was a lot that came into play.
It was ordained. You were supposed to have that moment. And speaking of that HBCU, you were the first woman to commit to Talladega College, one of the first HBCUs to have a gymnastics program. How was it to be a part of that inaugural team and make history? You made records, you won championships, national vault champion. How did that feel?
Surreal.
Yeah.
Like I said, just another blessing for me. I think it was just making like my younger self happy. And I was thinking about all the other Black girls out there, little girls, and with that process, I just remember being so scared because I didn't know where I was going to go, where I could fit in. I always had like a hard time fitting in, whether if it came to just like with teammates. And so being able to go somewhere to where I had people who looked like me, no questions asked, it was amazing, even though it was short-lived.
Yeah.
And I was able to take in every moment. And everything just fell into place just with me just having fun. When you have fun, things just fall into place. Being a All-American, vault champion, like that just came with it.
Yeah.
That just came with it.
In that moment, because growing up, you grew up where?
Baltimore.
Baltimore. How was it growing up in Baltimore? There's a lot of greats there, you know. Carmelo Anthony was raised there. The one and only Angel Reese was born in Baltimore, and the WNBA. Yes.
I'm sorry, you're some of the best. They be coming from Baltimore. They be like, don't be slipping. Don't be slipping on my city now. Don't be slipping. But I love my city. That's why I had to rep them in my floor routine this year.
How did you rep them?
Cut. Yeah, I had to put some of them dances in there. And I think it was just an amazing moment because this past season, I had brought back the first viral routine that I had from my sophomore year just to get my head back into the game, to make me feel confident again. And then I was just like, okay, I'm done with that. I need to bring in my new routine for this year. I need to incorporate Baltimore up in there because, you know what, they have my back. Baltimore. And I was just like, the people definitely have my back. But I was just like, you know what? I was like, also more people need to know about me because I just had such a tough year, and I was just so happy that I was able to turn everything around because I seriously thought I was not going to be able to compete. Like, the only support I truly had was my family and my management team. So being able to rep my city, still keep a smile on my face, keep pushing, do whatever the heck I need to do, and so
yeah, I do
put that power to the people in there.
That's right.
Absolutely. I wouldn't change a thing.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. So we're talking about your time at Temple. You were there last season, and then you wrapped up this season. That was, on the outside looking in, things were great. You're going viral to the, dance routines. What happened? What do you think contributed to the Twisties? Like, how when the world is from the outside looking in, everything looks so amazing, but internally that wasn't the case.
Sometimes, you can't always read a book by its cover.
Yeah.
And that's just, with life, period. But, I am a positive person. I try to be as positive as I can through, like the ups and downs. But, I feel like that, Temple was a beginning of another chapter, and now it's just coming to a close. And I just can't wait to see what God has in store the next.
So you entered the transfer portal. What made you do that? You were just...
I feel, how do I put that in words? I feel like that Temple is just, my time has just run its course.
Yeah.
And
that's all right. You can say what you want to say. I know there's a lot, but whatever you're comfortable sharing.
It's run its course.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's run its course.
It's run its course.
Well, that's where the world found you, right? On your floor routine. They Not Like Us. First of all, how did it feel like the world seeing you over 20 million views? Did Kendrick ever find you, reach out to you?
He didn't.
Oh, it's all right. It's never too late.
It's okay. No, that was amazing. I didn't expect for it to go viral in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that people loved looking at the routine and seeing it and just falling in love with it as much as I did. And it's crazy because I wasn't gonna post it. So what happened is that I did a phenomenal job at this one inter squad. Then the very first competition I've ever had, like at Temple, it didn't go the way that I wanted to. So I just did a split screen of everything being successful and then everything not going the way that I wanted to, just to show that not everybody is perfect. And there was like a clip of my floor routine, and I was just like, you know what? why not just put like the whole entire thing on there for people to see? And it just went shoo, shoo. And I was like, wow. And I was just really happy because I literally brought, my experiences in from being at HBCU over, to Temple. And I just really want to keep that hip hop in there. And I feel like hip hop, you really don't see too much, in gymnastics. And I just really just wanted to show that side. And I really just wanted to just be me and just seriously just have fun on the floor. And it just exploded. It really did. And I was just so grateful. And I've still been taking it in to this day, even when people bring it up. So great. Yeah.
When you perform that routine, I know that was like, now you're doing your next routine, Bet You Won't, right? Like to that song. When you perform, like what happened? Like who do you feel? Like who are you in that moment when you're performing?
I don't know. I don't know. I just be I feel like KJ Flips at that point. Like when I step onto the floor, I seriously just zone out.
Yeah.
And I almost let, like, what do people say, like the inner ego.
Yeah.
I let it shine through.
Yes.
I am the diva.
Yes.
Okay, I woke up like this. That's really how I feel in full. Like I literally I don't know. I try to be like sassy, give the judges face expressions because I want them to enjoy it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just do my thing. I try to focus on my technique. Now, there are times that I am nervous. There are times, or has been times, where I have overthought something, whether it was like a pass or, but over time, I just realized, I'm just like, girl, if you don't go out there and just have fun because you be training us in the gym, you be just fine.
Yeah.
Okay? Everything is in your hands, ain't in God's hands. Just do your thing. And it's been paying off.
Everything's been paying off. And I do want to talk about your time at Talladega College, what HBCU. Unfortunately, they had to end their program. It was just 1 year, greatness. And then unfortunately, the funding wasn't there. Can you talk about like just access for Black women, brown girls in gymnastics, how it is a challenge and what you're doing to help, amplify and, show that we can still persevere even when systems unfortunately can shut down?
Like I said, it was so nice to just be able to see girls who like looked like me, being able to also like go to class and like hear about like our culture, because I feel like it's not talked about enough.
Yes.
And Talladega was very small, so everyone knew everyone. Like it was like a family. It's like a big cookout. But the program shutting down, I just felt like it was just another closing of a chapter. I felt like that we all learned lessons from that we can just carry on in life. And that's exactly what I took to Temple, and I'm going to take on to like the next school and just wherever I flourish. And it was hard at first though. It was, because we all got, late notice. We all had to find a school within 3 weeks.
Wow.
So it was a major, major change, but we definitely made a lot of memories there. Just being able to even connect with other athletes, other students, getting to find out their interests and what they like to do. It was really, really cool. And sometimes I look back on it and be like, dang, I really did go there. I really was in Alabama. Like, for real.
Yes.
And also it's crazy because there wasn't actually really like a lot around to where, this is going to sound like so weird, but we will literally hang out in Walmart. in the kids like section, and we would just be just goofing off. We loved it. Sometimes we even got like water balloons at one point.
Ooh.
Like we seriously just made fun of like everything. There wasn't a dull moment at all. Yeah, so
that's beautiful. That HBCU lifestyle. Sometimes I look back and I wish I went to an HBCU. I grew up like 10 minutes away from Cheney, the first HBCU, which I find like so ironic, but I didn't know much about it. So I love that you had that experience to like experience Black culture, learn yourself more. And you're digging into your ancestry, by the way. I know you looked into your ancestry, your mama's side.
I did. And so I need to start talking to my grandma about that, because she's very, very interested in that stuff. And she loves talking about the family tree, bringing us together. So I thought it was really cool how I started learning more about myself. And I just actually want to dig deeper into that and be like, where else has like my family like come from? Like what, like am I? Because our heritage is very is very different. So I just, yeah, I'm digging it. And I think that's probably, I feel like the HBCU part really had sparked that side in me, like the curiosity. So I just, another part, something I just carry with me. So
What do you love about yourself the most? Because you've gone through a lot and you keep going,
my
girl.
resilience.
Yeah.
My resilience. My authenticity. Those are my top two. Because no matter what you do, I can be nothing but myself. Nothing but that. No one can be anything but themselves.
Yes.
So my one advice is don't ever try to change yourself to fit in or anything. Like, people don't like you and what you do.
Yeah.
They ain't for you.
It ain't for you. And it's a process to learn. For me personally, I mean, we're always learning about ourselves, right? But I think a pivotal moment for myself was about 2 years ago when I started wearing my natural fro out. And I felt so liberated. I felt like myself, like it just was so, it was like, hey, Bianca, that's you. Like, I see you.
I love that.
And I know you rock your fro, girl. And
I do. Even though it's embraced, don't get twisted. I love my natural hair.
And it looks
Thank
great.
you.
It looks great. Can you talk about that? Because I know there was a point, like growing up in Baltimore, gymnastics, you were finding ways to fit in. You were trying to fit in. You were trying to make friends. You were trying to fit in.
Yeah, friends came and gone. I tried to get into certain brands to wear and like get certain things. But even when we're in the room of like hotels, I'm like, forget it. I'm rocking my bonnet. I don't even know what the heck you talking about. I can't lay my hair down like that. But
have you ever had your hair flat ironed?
I have. I rarely do it though. Sometimes my hair poof up. It don't last.
Yeah.
I just be rocking the natural. The only time I can probably straighten my hair is like in the wintertime. That's gonna last. But I feel like I really started rocking my curls the most is probably towards like the end of like middle school into high school, because that's when my mom started letting me like do. Hold on, pause, because my mom even did curly hairstyles even when I was younger.
Okay, mama love.
But back then I would be like, can I straighten my hair? Because I just love tuck my hair behind the ear and just, like, going around. But I really started rocking my hair like myself, like truly towards the end of like middle school into high school. But even for competitions, I still try to slick it up to a bun, try to do like a braid to a ponytail, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I still try to fit the mold. I think another thing I really like about me is that I don't try to fit the mold. I am bold. I make bold moves. I go outside the box.
Yes.
You only live once. So I like to experiment, and the afro, that just felt natural just to me. And I'm glad that everyone has been loving it, and I hope that other people have been wearing their natural hair, which I know I have little girls that reached out to me on Instagram and be like, oh my gosh, I have hair just like yours, and I've been wearing my hair, and it really touches me, because that's how I know I'm doing my job right.
Yeah.
So
you are a role model too. Can we get into KJ Flips LLC, Miss Businesswoman?
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
Well, I have some merch coming out. And the book is actually still in process, but it'll be coming out soon. But the book is really a kid's book, not only for kids to also look at like my journey, but also something that they can relate to when it comes to just hair, and like being like a brown girl, and also for adults to read and also feel touched as well. But I might be, I also am thinking about coming out with a little series.
We love that.
Stay tuned for that. Yes.
We love that.
Yes.
What is the boldest move you've made in your life?
Ooh.
It doesn't have to be, anything. And then after that, what's the most brilliant move you made in your life?
Ooh. Hold on, wait a minute.
It's all right. Get it together.
Most bold move? I don't know if I have the most. Most bold, I think, is what I did yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, what I did yesterday on the field. No one else has done that. I've just being out in a leotard on wet grass at that, because they were asking me, "Are you going to be able to do it?" Like, that was definitely bold and brilliant. I think that's both. I think that's definitely top tier for me right now. But everything else, when it came to bringing bring more hip hop into gymnastics, and then the hair, and then becoming an author, I feel like all of that just bold and brilliant in itself. But I feel like me making history yesterday, That was definitely bold and brilliant, tied into both.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And speaking of that, I have a little gift for you, honey.
have a gift
Speaking
for
of that,
me?
yes, I have a gift for you.
Oh,
Hold
yeah,
on,
I
I
got a
gotta, because remember, you are that girl.
Mm-hmm.
You are that girl, Miss KJ
Oh,
Flips.
stop! I got a tiara. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, girl.
And y'all, it's gold. You know I'm a gold girly.
Yes, because you are gold.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
How does it feel to be that girl?
It feels great.
Mm-hmm.
I feel successful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel blessed, honored. I do. It just lets me know all of the hard work that I have done so far has seriously just paid off, and I don't even know what God has in store for me just down the road, but I can't wait to see what it is.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what it is.
What are some goals you may have down the road? Anything? You're gonna be. I want to see you here. I'm already chiming in. I want to see you in like movies.
Oh,
and
I was about to
Broadway.
say that. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay, continue.
Definitely be in the entertainment industry, and of course commercials, movies.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, probably make my own movie.
Okay.
Probably have a movie, about me.
A biopic.
About documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, my series of books. I just be on the big screen.
Yes.
Hollywood.
Billboards. All the things.
We
love it. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can hold the crown, or we could place it here. You know.
Also come out with my own hair brand.
Hair brand, like like products.
Products, natural hair. Yep.
Yes.
I want to cover all aspects.
I love that because I need some help. You can help me with my fro. That's why I don't wear it as much, because it's a lot of maintenance. It's a lot to get used to, get familiar with. So I would
definitely like with the shrinkage. I really had to find out tricks with the blow dryer, because I promise you, like, even though my fro looks a certain way at competitions, if I did not use the blow dryer, my fro would probably be all the way up here. So I would have to do a little technique to stretch out my curls.
What is the technique? Like, how does it work? Do you blow dry it all out and then flexi rod it?
Nope.
Okay,
no
that's what
I
do.
I literally just wash my hair, and then I put a mousse first, cream, gel. I do that with every single section. And then some of them I will to get the curls more defined, but I'll literally take the blow dryer and I'll kind of like over the ends, and then I'll stretch the curls while blow drying it, but I won't stretch it all the way or become like too flat, but just enough to where I like the length. Yeah. And I just blow dry it and then take a pick it out, boom. That's it. And then the fro would just last for like a good 5 days. And then in between, of course, put oil so your hair don't dry out. But yeah, that's been my technique. Yeah, I know, and I've used a diffuser a couple times, but it'd be taking too long. I'm lazy. I'm just using the regular blow drying.
It's a whole workout in itself, honey. You might
it'd be taking me an hour. It'd be taking me an hour. But the products that I can't wait to use, and Fenty actually gifted me their whole entire hair collection to my hotel. Wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. And I can't wait to use their products. I can't wait to see it, because most likely it's gonna be added to my collection, and I'll be raving about it.
Shout out to Fenty, okay?
Yes.
Shout out to my girl Manja. I know she's in charge of the influencers.
Shout out, hey.
Yes, Fenty. Send the check, honey. Send the products. We're gonna make that partnership happen, honey.
Yes, of course. I would love that. Of course it smells good. It's Rihanna. She be smelling good.
It smells amazing. It does.
I literally did her hair and body spray today, and that thing smelled delicious.
I smelled the whiff when you walked in. I said, "Is Rihanna here?"
That's me.
Hello,
it's me.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, love that. So I want to talk about your family, your mama love, Miss Sharon, the manager. We're gonna make a cue here. Father, the calm, cool, collected. He keeps everything, afloat. Their support, because you grew up in Baltimore, growing up, practices everywhere. I know you guys drove to Delaware for practices 2 days, because I'm from outside of Philly. So I know that Baltimore, Delaware, down 95, that's like an hour, 40 minutes just one way. So
tolls,
gas
would work. My mom, all me. She's also my momager, I guess what you can call it. But we would, I'm trying to remember the schedule, 5 days a week, 6 hours practice. And that's when I had to homeschool. All of us from homeschooling. I know some possibly did public school, but it was hard to balance school and then the schedule that we had to do. So we literally were practice, but in between we would do school and take a nap, eat, practice again. And that training was a beast. It was no joke. And but no, I definitely learned that in this sport, not only do you have to have dedication, though, for your parents.
Yeah.
It can be hard, and they've also learned from me, definitely, when it came to like physical aspect, when it came to me like being tired, something hurting, they having to take me this place to this place, but also the mental aspect too, trying to learn what I need, what to say. They were very open-minded, so I was very, very grateful, and am very, very grateful, because I'm still in the sport, of that. People I can always talk to all the time, people I can always rely on. My mom is always working for me.
Yes, she is.
Always, always, always. Don't know what I would do without her. Honestly, truly. She is the one. She is definitely the reason why I definitely got started into social media. Because I didn't really know too much about social media at first.
At your age, I'm surprised all the youngins be on it. But yeah,
Instagram, I might post little pictures.
Which you're good at, the camera, you're a great photographer.
Yeah, and she came up, she was like, you should make a gymnastics page. And this is when we didn't really know too much about recruiting in colleges and things like that. So but yeah, I took over the page and I started posting gymnastics, and then started posting the day in the life of being an athlete and just like things like that. But even my dad, even when I first started, he was also taking me to practice, whether if it was even cheerleading or just, they have really stepped it up. Like, they really, really, really did their job, and I'm so grateful for them. I don't know what I would do without them at all. So
yes, and they're in the building with us, so we got to give them a hand clap for the parents, because they're literally here. They're with you every step. And that means a lot to have that community, especially when you're in this. Gymnastics is a very high level elite sport, and it's built around perfectionism. Like, your score is based off of like a point, 1,000 of a point. So how do you navigate a sport that really lies on perfection with the forms and the skills? How do you navigate that and not let that perfection take over your life?
It used to bother me because I can't be a perfectionist. But over time, I started to learn that those scores are just opinions from a person. That does not define my skill set and what I do. Because I know the hard work that I put in. I know the numbers that I put in. I know what it took for me to get there. That does not define you whatsoever. If you're happy with what you did and you know that it was better, if it was the diggitybomb.com, that do not matter.
Yeah.
It don't. Not saying that there aren't going to be times it's going to get to you, because sometimes it'll be like, oh man, or like, darn. But sometimes you got to take it from a grain of salt. And you can actually even take that as fuel and probably figure out, okay, so this is what I messed up, but this is what I need to go to the gym and like fix, whether it's straighten legs, point a toe. But then, yeah, sometimes it's just a person's like opinion, and they just, they give you a score and it determines that. And that's that. That's why you just have fun and do what you do.
Have fun, do what you do, and your confidence is amazing. What are some final words you want to say? Because where's the confidence come from?
Time.
Yeah.
Learning experiences and just being open to them and just taking them in. I think also the people that were around me, my mom, for sure.
She got that Leo energy.
She wasn't playing. She got yup. I don't know. She always just raised me as like, you were that girl. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
You are a beautiful Black young lady. Be proud of that. But yeah, definitely just because of the experiences of me being in gymnastics, and I just got fed up with just not trying to like be myself. I said, forget it. This is me. I'm Kyrstin Ashley Johnson.
Say that again.
I am Kyrstin Ashley Johnson.
That's right. So we're going to do some rapid fire, wrap things up. Okay. All right. We're going to keep it cute, simple, all the things. So are you a morning person, night owl?
Night owl.
Night owl. Are you tea, coffee, matcha?
You know what? I just tried matcha for the first time today, and that thing was so good. I can see why some people say it kind of tastes like grass, but it tastes good.
It tastes good?
It tastes good. I'm going to say matcha and coffee are kind of like
Okay.
toe and toe together. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We can work with that.
That was good. With the French vanilla cold foam.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. The sweet
We're going to have to try that out.
It done touched my heart.
We love that. We love that. I know you're a foodie, so like, what's your favorite?
Soul food.
Soul food.
Soul food.
Okay.
My culture's food.
Okay.
Yup. The mac and cheese, the yams, the greens, the potato salad.
Ooh.
Sweet potatoes. Ooh, sweet potato pie. Fried chicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Banana pudding.
Banana pudding.
Yeah. That right there has my heart.
That got my heart too, and my stomach growling, honey.
Ooh-wee.
Do you cook? Do you cook a little bit? It's all right.
Y'all not gonna be laughing at me in the background. We're not doing that. We're not doing
Not
that.
the family in the back.
We getting there.
Listen,
We getting there.
she ain't got time to cook. She flipping, honey.
Listen, honestly, if I got a recipe book, I'm a cook. I'm bringing some things together. Yeah, y'all understand? I like it if I have not made some food for y'all. And y'all, thank you, and y'all liked it. Yup. Okay. Your head. Yup. Thank you.
What was you making? Like, we gonna do it listen.
I made chicken one time, but
Okay.
but that was like back in like high school.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't that good, but we gonna fix that. But this one time I made this spicy whatever pasta that it was with some shrimp instead. It was good, wasn't it? It was good.
Yes. We love that. You a food.
We gonna get there. Oh, now I can cook some breakfast. I made some cinnamon rolls from scratch, donuts from scratch, blueberry muffins from scratch. I always make pancakes from scratch.
Oh.
I'll be playing. Now I can cook up some breakfast. Like you gonna have a 4-course meal for breakfast. Dinner, we gotta fix that.
For breakfast, we gonna open a breakfast shop.
Come on.
KJ flipping the pancakes, all that.
Kyrstin's corner.
Okay.
Kyrstin's breakfast corner. I don't know.
We gonna work on that. We gonna work on that. We love that. All right, let's get some other rapid fires in. What's your favorite? This is gonna be hard. What's your favorite like event? Is the floor, the beams, the what are
vault bars?
Yes.
Floor.
Floor is your favorite. You're a national champion on the vault, honey, too. So
that's what I was about to say. I always say vault and floor. I like a little bit of bars too. It's a little bit of challenge. Beam, love and hate relationship. But floor and bars.
What's the most random thing you have in your gym bag?
Juice.
Juice?
I literally drink juice at practice.
Okay.
I'm literally known as a juice monster. It was either Minute Maid or Sunny Delight.
So like orange flavor or fruit punch, any type? Orange.
Now Minute Maid, it's either lemonade or the fruit punch. Another thing, which is gum. People gonna be like, oh, you have gum in your gym bag, da-da-da. No, I literally chew with gum in my mouth during practice. It helps me lock in.
What about performances? You perform with gum in your mouth?
Not all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
But if I need it or like definitely it's like during warm up, I would just hold it. Or just like
do like a chomp.
It literally I'm coming to find out I'm not the only one who does that.
Yeah.
Not the only one who does that. It's crazy.
It's like it soothes the nerves.
It's like you're like you're not, if you're overthinking, you're literally almost thinking about what you're doing, like with the gum instead of whatever the heck it is. But
yeah. Who are you outside of gymnastics?
I am a fashionista, like you said. I'm a foodie. I can also be a house body.
Yeah,
house body,
home body, house body, all the bodies
house body,
in the house.
home body.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm a chill girl. I'm a chill, girly pop. I love some like shopping and just fun, bubbly. Yeah.
And your guilty pleasure.
What's yours?
Mine is, I don't want to like say, I like watching a specific reality show. Okay. It's a family show. Everyone knows about the show. I just love watching them.
Because as baddies?
I don't. No, I don't. That's your thing?
So, I know episode coming on tonight. The reunion.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Guilty pleasure. What is... Man, I don't know. I feel like I have a whole bunch. Whether if it's shopping, I'm about to say whether if it's been watching shows, like either if it's baddies or it's Bridgerton. I love me some Bridgerton. Oh my gosh. I don't know.
You're a homebody at heart. So at homebody, you're just doing
That too.
whatever.
Or even if it's like doing my hair, I love doing my hair.
Okay.
I mean, I can't right now because I have like braids.
Yeah.
But I really sit down and
That's
just do
not
my
like
hair.
a
Just do
guilty
random
pleasure.
You don't think so?
I feel like something you don't want to own up to. Like I feel like it's something you don't want people to really know that you be doing.
See, probably it's what my mom dukes because she'd be like, "You need to stop over manipulating your hair." Over there. But I got a new hairstyle, so I'd be like, "Well, what you think?" She's like, "Nah, that's cute. That's to you. That's to you."
Yes.
Thank you. I be using them Pinterest inspos.
Okay.
But maybe not. I don't know. I wonder if I do really truly have a guilty pleasure. Other than that, shows.
Yeah. That's your thing.
Shows.
You listed all the shows. And then your favorite artist right now.
You're not gonna believe it.
Who?
That's what I hear them laughing right now. You're not gonna believe it.
Oh, mama's laughing. I hear the laughing in the back too. Who is?
Of course, Kaylani, she's up there.
Kaylani.
It's Drake.
Well, that might be your guilty pleasure after all. I don't know.
You know what? I think you're right because that man's song is there. Don't play with me with Drake.
Okay.
So I think it's funny how I went viral with Kendrick Lamar, but my favorite. That's what I'm saying. You're not gonna believe it.
Ooh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
They're not like us, but you over here
Surprise,
6666.
surprise.
Wow. So maybe you'll have Drake in a future performance. Is that we gonna?
I don't know. We got to see.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first. If it's Drake's there, we know where it came from. Okay. And last rapid fire: bold or brilliant?
Bold. I feel like bold moves are brilliant.
Bold moves are brilliant.
At least the ones I've done so far.
The ones you've done so far.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, everyone. Kyrstin Johnson. She is incredible, pioneer gymnast. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Until next time, stay bold and brilliant. Period.